What's up everyone, it's this one again, and today we are going to talk about KIRUMI TOJO, the Ultimate Maid. One of my favorite characters, to be quite honest. I think for KIRUMI, she's probably like in the middle for most people, but she's actually been moving up the list for me. I've been looking more into her character for this video, and I was actually really excited to do it because I think she's a lot different than some people may think. Like, she may seem simplistic, but she's actually a pretty deep character. At least I feel so. And with this, obviously there's a poll between KIRUMI and with Tenko, and it was really close. Every time I kept looking at it, it was always tied, or they would only be up by like one vote, so I didn't want to like call it too early. And so at the end, KIRUMI did end up taking the lead. But I'll obviously put Tenko in the next poll for the next month, and then I'll put a different character, and we'll just go between whoever wins, and that'll be the next video. Now with KIRUMI, obviously she's the ultimate maid. She's really good at what she does. And with KIRUMI, when she does her job, she usually always does jobs that she knows that she can do. So like cooking or cleaning, she's very good at that. So she will always go ahead and take those jobs that people ask that of her. But if there's jobs that they ask her for and she's like, I don't really think I'm going to be qualified to do it, then she won't do it. However, she's so good at what she does that she ended up becoming a bodyguard. And then eventually, she even got sought after the Japanese government and ended up becoming the prime minister just because of how good she was at her job. I remember, I think she was just overshadowing him, or like was just supposed to help him, but then she was so good at it that they just pretty much made her the prime minister. And then obviously that's when we meet her at the very beginning with everyone else. Now, she doesn't have any close relationships with a lot of the other characters. She's really nice, and a lot of the other characters lean on her a lot, and you start to see this around the second chapter, I believe, is when a lot of people start like relying on her. You'll have a bunch of the characters being like, hey KIRUMI, can you do this? Hey KIRUMI, can you do that? And eventually, for even someone like Shuichi, they were like, or he was like, well, I don't really think you guys should continue to ask her of this. Like, you guys should really start to do your own thing. And for me, when I was first playing and watching this, I thought this was originally going to be the reason why she would end up killing someone. Because I feel like, I thought at least the way they were going to go with her character is because everyone keeps relying on her, she's just getting fed up with it, and she just doesn't want to do this anymore. She's so good at her job that everyone continues to rely on her, and she wants to help people, but then it gets to the point where it's just too much even for her, and then she just kind of snapped. That's what I thought it was going to be, and it still would have been good, but I definitely prefer where it went. Now, in Chapter 2, the motive videos were really the main push for the actual killing game, where the motive videos would be given out to all the students, and then because of the motive videos, they would probably try to kill one another because of what was shown in the motive video. Now, KIRUMI and Kokichi were the only ones who got their own. Now with KIRUMI, her motive video showed that the people that she was serving as prime minister needed her help. They really needed her. I don't know if it was like, if she doesn't go, they'll end up dying or something along those lines, but I'm pretty sure she really needed to get there, either to help save them or just to help them with whatever they're needing help with. And if she doesn't go there, they're going to be in a lot of trouble, basically. And so, because of this, she's kind of hit with this dilemma, which I feel like a lot of people don't take the time to like really think maybe what was going in her head when all this was happening. Because from one side, it's, okay, there's all these people, but on the other side, there's my friends. And it's like, okay, do I kill my friend, lie about it, and then end up killing everyone else that I do love and care about? Because she still does care about them, because even though she may not have her memories, she does still care about them. She still wants to help them, and she's still willing to. I don't think she's ever come out and said that she hates people or hates any of them because of them constantly asking for her help. But when millions upon millions of people need your help, it's kind of hard to try to outweigh that with just your friends. And it's always does the life of the few outweigh the lives of the many? And in most cases, they don't. And for most people, they would probably agree that what she was trying to do was noble. She was trying to do the right thing. And even the other characters started to believe that as well. When they learned the truth, they all like, guys, I think we made a mistake. We should have let her get away with this. We should have died so she can go help those people. Because even they know their lives do not outweigh all those other people's lives. And so for her, I definitely feel like it was it wasn't just a easy, okay, nope, I gotta go and help the people. I need to, just kill someone. And this is where we get her and Ryoma and where they meet. Now, Ryoma at this point obviously had his motive video, and he sees that there's nothing there. And so he doesn't really have anything to live for. And obviously, I want to really talk about him as well, because he's also a really, really cool character. I feel like not a lot of people really talk about Ryoma, but Kirumi obviously sees him, and Kirumi tells him what her motive video had. And because of what was in the motive video, Ryoma was like really happy for her. He's like, you got something to live for. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just going to continue cleaning. It was basically his way of telling her, I'm not going to be mad at you if you do kill me, because what you're trying to do is for the betterment of other people. You're not necessarily doing this just for yourself. You're not being selfish. You're trying to help other people, and you're also losing something. You're losing a lot. You're putting yourself out there to try to kill someone, to get out and save all these people that need help, and you're going to have to give up something in order for that to happen. And so he's like, okay, I'm just going to continue cleaning. And that was her way of knowing, okay, I can kill him, and he won't necessarily hate me for this. And so he does kill him, and then she tries to hide the murder within Himiko's magic shell. I almost said murder shell. That would have been that would have been weird. Hey guys, I'm gonna have a murder shell. But she hides it in the magic shell, but she ends up getting caught, and then Shuichi ends up finding the truth. And obviously, at this point, she's like, look, I'm not going to die. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to help my people. And it's and I feel like it's not like a selfish thing. She wasn't saying that, like, I'm not going to die here. No, I'm not going to die at all. I'm going to live. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go and, live a happy life or anything. I don't think she was necessarily saying it as a selfish way. She's like, no, I'm not going to die. I'm going to uphold my duty. I'm going to get this mission done. This is my job as Ultimate Maid. I always get my job done. I always please whoever I'm helping. And so, because of that, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to help those people. And my friends will stay safe. Ryoma may have, put his life on the line for what I was trying to do. But I'm going to get out of here to save all these people. And if I can save my friends as well, I would do that as well. And so, obviously, this gets to the best execution in all of Danganronpa. Don't care what anyone says, it's hands down the best. It's even based off of something. From what I heard, it was actually based off a story. It's actually a famous Japanese short story. It's called The Spider's Thread. And the story concerns Kandata, a cold-hearted criminal suffering in hell. However, he performed a single act of compassion in his life when he chose not to crush a spider underfoot. Moved by this action, the Buddha takes the silvery thread of a spider in paradise and lowers it down into hell. Kandata, with all his might, tried to escape from the abyss using the thread, but quickly got tired because of the thread's great length. When he looked down, he saw many other sinners in hell trying to escape using the spider's thread. Feeling that the rope will break from the weight, Kandata greedily shouts that the spider's thread is in his alone. This action ultimately made the rope break, leaving Kandata and the other sinners to fall into the pool of blood once again. Now, this story, obviously, for me, I really love it when different games or even TV shows really reference a story or something that actually does happen. A little tangent here. You've ever played Call of Duty Zombies and you played the map Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead, the whole story behind Mob of the Dead with the characters like Sal and the Weasel, that's all based off a true story that actually happened in Alcatraz. Really, really cool story. Go ahead and look it up if you haven't heard of it. It's really, really cool. And adding this with the gore, the sadness of her trying to escape to help people, and ends up failing, and she does die. And even with all the adversity, like the thread has thorns on it, there's the saw blades, all of this, she doesn't stop, she keeps going, but she ends up failing and she falls to her death. And I honestly think she's a really, really cool character. I feel like people don't think about her as much because a lot of people look at characters like Shuichi, Kokichi, characters like Maki, characters like Gonta, and it's fair, they're all really, really good characters. I definitely think V3 just has the best characters in the entire series, but Kirumi is one of those like underrated characters that I feel like doesn't really get talked about a lot just because of her internal struggles. I feel like as internally, she doesn't necessarily show a lot about who she is and really talks about what she was necessarily going through when she got her motive video of Does she give up her friends, or does she give up the millions and millions of people to keep her friends alive who she really cares about? So anyways, I hope you really enjoyed this video. This was a really fun video. I was super excited to do this. I was actually really happy when she did win the poll. So I was really happy to do this and talk about this. Also, let me know, do you guys like Kirumi? Do you not like Kirumi? What do you think about her decision and the execution? Personally, I think it's the best. It's my personal favorite. And yeah, without further ado, I will see you guys next time.